YouTube. So I've got another video here, and I've got a few things I'm going to put into this video, a few pickups, and hopefully a wee discussion that we can get going. First of all, though, I'm going to show you that you can see as a Sony telly in front of you. It's a 28-inch widescreen Sony Triniton. Now I picked this up for free off Gumtree. My big telly in the living room, my big HD telly's went on the brink. No picture. I've had a look on the internet. I think it's going to cost, you know, a wee bit of money to fix, so probably just going to buy a new one. But in the meantime, the big silver telly that was over there, I put that in the living room now. That's just the HD telly I had when I first got my Xbox. That's like a 19-inch one, so I brought that down to play with my Xbox. But when I saw this on Gumtree, it was free to whoever can pick it up. And it being Sony, I thought, you know, I'm having that. Like I said, it's a Sony Triniton. It's one of those flat screen ones, but like it's 100 Hz virtual Dolby surround and all that kind of stuff. Beautiful telly, and it's only just in my local area. Superb. What controlling that? I mean, look at the size of the back of this thing. I mean, huge back, massive speakers. In the back of that, the beauty of this thing is, look at the back here. 3 SCARTs. Well, 2's RGB, and the other one's a SCART for like your video. I've never had a telly with, like, you know, 3 SCARTs at the back there. Chooses just 2. At the side here, no, I thought this was really nice. I've never seen this before. And then you can put your side ones in there. You know, your red and white plugs in there, and then it's got your headphone jack, and then it's obviously got the S SCART, and then it's also got controls for if you lose a remote control type of thing. There we go. So there's the first thing I picked up, which I'm really happy about. I got home late last night, back at 10, and immediately hooked all my kind of consoles up. I put the Xbox in it. Superb. I mean, as soon as even just the front loading screen of the Xbox, I could see that was just so clear, the greens and all that. And I put in a Nintendo 64, and I tried the GameCube, and then I tried the SNES. Brilliant. Obviously with the SNES and N64, I just put that to 4.3 because it looks better, because obviously they're not meant to be widescreen and it stretches it out, but I put it to 4:3. Brilliant colours. I mean, the Sony's, I had a Sony years ago, and that was like a 4:3, 29-inch it was, and that was before the widescreens came out, and it was one of my favourite tellies. The colours in it was just the best. It went on the brink, and it was going to cost far too much to get fixed, but I've always wanted to get one back, so managed to get one. Got it for free. I'm really happy. One more thing to show you. Kaleb sent me this through because he sent me a game, TigerGame.com unit. He said I had another game for it to. He said he was going to send me it through, so he did. It's really nice. I mean, look at this. It's a boxed, and it's Williams Arcade Classic games in it. It's got 5. It's got Joust, Defender, Roboton, Defender 2, Sinistar. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do like a complete overview of the system, because it's you know, it's not very known, and it flopped, but you know, it was one of those first handhelds that, you know, had a touch screen and done a lot of stuff in there that just never took off. So thank you very much for that. To get it boxed as well, and he also sent me through some Sega World. You know, when London had the Sega World, in London it was, Piccadilly, he sent me through some, you know, Sega World information stuff. which is really nice. So thank you very much for that. I mean, I thanked them already, PMs and that, but you know, thank you for on the camera type of thing. So that's well good. A couple of other things I want to just talk about here. I'll put it into one video. Noire. Now we're talking, so this is Wednesday now, so we're coming up for 2 weeks. At the time of making this video, it's coming up for 2 weeks. Nearly 2 weeks that this game's been out. So I'm just wondering what people's thoughts are, because it seems to have a mixed... people have got mixed thoughts on it. You know, I've heard people saying they absolutely love it, they think it's one of the best games ever, they want more, they've finished everything and they want more, they want all the download content now. I've heard other people saying, oh, it's good, graphics are amazing, the motion capture is amazing, which it is. I mean, it's outstanding, but you know, people are kind of getting bored. It's the same routine. Now, talking to you guys now, I've only done just over 5.5 hours, because obviously you can go into your settings and have a look at your total gameplay. So I've done 5.5 hours. And I know that some of you guys will probably done 5 hours the first day that you got it, but you know, people that's watched my videos, you know that I've not got time. If I've got 5 hours to spend and there's something wrong, you know, I've not got 10 minutes to go for a shit. But I'm not a kid, so I can only get like, you know, half hour here and an hour there, so 5.5 hours is quite good for me to play it. But I'm on to the second disc. I've been promoted from, it was traffic, I went up to, first policeman, then you went to traffic, and then you went to, is it homicide? That's what I'm on the new thing. I'm loving it. That's my view on it. I love it. It is the same, but then all games are the same. I mean, you know, to me that's, you know, Call of Duty, you run to a bit, you shoot some baddies, you run to the next bit, you shoot some baddies, you run to the next bit, you might take a bomb off or plant a bomb, shoot some baddies. Every game out there is the same, because it's the same, you know, your Halo, you know, next bit, shoot some baddies, next bit, shoot some baddies. But I can see why people are saying, you know, it's the same. There's a murder, you investigate, look for the clues, takes you to whatever house you're going to, meet the wife, or meet the whatever, the partner. You know, he sees something, they see something, then you go somewhere else. And it all fits, and you can't really lose. Although, I mean, if you want to keep going for the 5-star cases, you know, you've got to make sure that you hit the correct answers, whether you doubt them or you think they're lying or telling the truth. I'm loving it, but then I'm only playing a wee bit at a time, and I've only got time to play. You know, sometimes I'll put it on, I'll just do one case, and sometimes that can take, you know, whatever, 30 minutes. But I'm loving it. I'm in the camp of loving it. So it's really just to see what other people's thoughts are on it. But the other thing is, I've just noticed that they've just released the RockStar Pass. So I want to know what people's thoughts are on that. Because I don't know if you've not seen it yet, what they're doing is, when you ordered the game from different places, you got different extra cases. I think if you ordered from like America, GameStop, and over here if you've done it HMV or from Game, each individual store had a case. So it was like an extra content, so it was, you know, encourage you to pre-order from that place. I never got any because I got mine from a catalogue. And obviously there's extra, there's guns and there's suits. So what RockStar are doing is, if you pay the now 800 Microsoft points, not sure what the PlayStation one is, but the Xbox, if you pay 800 Microsoft points now, which is a bargain, you pay that one-off payment, you'll get all the download content when it's released. I think there's 4 cases. Plus there's extra suits and there's guns. But there's 4 main cases that's going to be released, I think, from now, I think, and in June, and then later on in June. So you're paying it for now. I think original price would be 960 points, but if you do it now to the 14th of June, they're giving you the offer to buy it now, 800 Microsoft points. to get this download content, and plus you get the suits, and I think you get the piano gun, machine gun, and what have you, and I don't know what else, maybe some cars or that. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I've been reading the forums and that, and again it's split people down the middle. People are saying, you know, all these cases should have been in the game at the start. It's only just been out for 2 weeks and they're wanting you to pay extra money for extra cases that, you know, why should they? They've just paid money for the game and now they're wanting you to pay more money for extra cases that they should have been put in the game. I can see that point. Other people are saying, well actually, no, because I mean your Xbox, it's that big a game. I mean they struggled to put the whole game on one Blu-ray and they struggled to put, you know, the game on 3 discs for the Xbox, so there was no room. So you've already got a game that, you know, you can get 20 hours out of. This is extra stuff. It's no, you know, it's not meant to be in the first part of the game. It wasn't meant to be in the game. This is extra. But so what's your thoughts on that? I mean, because I noticed that a lot of games are doing that. I mean, I've not got a problem. I'm going to spend 800 points and get it. I've not got a problem with that, because like I said, if you can get 20 hours out of a game, I mean I've done 5.5 hours and I've only just went onto the second disc, so I've got a long way to go. So for 800 Microsoft points I'm going to get 4 extra cases plus all your extras. I've not got a problem, because a lot of people are comparing it to the Call of Duty, because it's 1200 points for 4 extra maps. Whereas this is 800 points, you get 4 extra cases, and I reckon it's going to maybe be another 6 hours worth of gameplay. So, so like I said, it's splitting people down the middle. People are like, you're mugs if you buy it. Other people are like, well, no, it's, you know, it's worth it. So again, I just want to see what your thoughts are. I mean, I know that some of the games you seem to be taking the mickey, and I know it's all to do with the pre-owned, because obviously these companies don't make any money from the pre-owned market. So they want you to, same like FIFA, I'm pointing at there, but FIFA's not even there, in there, but my Xbox is here. FIFA, you have to pay to go online, which I think it's, see I don't like that. You buy FIFA brand new, you get your online pass, right? But then my son borrowed my FIFA when he was here at the weekend, took it upstairs, but he's got his own gamer tag, couldn't take it online. He then had to pay 800 Microsoft points to be able to buy an online pass so he could play online with his gamer tag. Now he could have used my gamer tag and went online, but he had to use his own, play with his friends, whatever. And I didn't like that, which meant that if you went and bought a second-hand FIFA, you have to take into consideration you have to pay 800 Microsoft points to get it online. And that's where you buy the football games for. I mean, I didn't play FIFA offline. I play it online, and I didn't like that. So that's their way of making money with the pre-owned market, see. And the same with Tiger Woods, I believe. The latest Tiger Woods, where you're only getting so many courses, you've got to pay extra money to get all the other courses. It's like, I'm not like that. I really don't like the way they're kind of going. I mean, I know a lot of these companies and games and that, they don't make the money. They're costing millions to make and they're not getting the money back. It's only the select few that are making the money. So I'm going away off tangent, but it's truth though, isn't it? I mean, your Call of Duty games, they're the ones that make millions, but you've got other classic games out there, brilliant games that are they make the money. You know, games like Blur, and then, you know, they went out they're no more, but Blur's a brilliant game, but you can buy that dead cheap now. That was one of the games I'm thinking about, And there's loads of games out there that are really good, but they've just not made the money. And I think with even though my collector's editions I'm buying, you know, obviously people are not buying it. But again, I went off tangent, but it's download content. I'm happy, I'm going to be paying my 800 Microsoft points and I'm going to get the extra cases and the suits and all that for, well, let's see what your thoughts are on that. I'm going to leave it there and hopefully make some comments, let's get a discussion going. Even if you want to do a video response, do a video response. I've never really put that out there before, but make a video response and tell me what you think, because I think it's interesting to hear what people think, and sometimes it's easier to say it on camera rather than your comments, because sometimes you kind of get across, So make a wee video response if you want, and let me know what you think of early Noire, and let me think what you the download content. Alright, so thanks very much for watching, and catch you next time. Cheers.